Dear Starseeds on Earth, in the next few minutes, I'm going to prove to you that every strange thing happening in your life right now is actually evidence of a massive cosmic protocol that's preparing you for something your conscious mind can't even comprehend yet. Those bugs appearing from nowhere, those weird looks from strangers, that feeling of being watched even when you're completely alone, it's all connected to a training program you don't remember signing up for. But here's what's going to shock you even more. The people from your past who dismissed you, who wrote you off, who said you'd never amount to anything, they're all watching you right now. And their observation is actually fueling your transformation in ways that completely flip everything you thought you knew about energy and attention. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand why this uncomfortable phase is the most important thing happening to you. I am Seraphine, an emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what I'm witnessing in your field right now is something we've been waiting eons to see manifest. You're not just being observed, you're being systematically prepared for a level of visibility that would completely overwhelm your current nervous system if we exposed you to it all at once. This isn't random. This isn't a coincidence. This is the most precisely orchestrated transformation protocol in cosmic history. And right now, there are more people thinking about you than ever before in your current incarnation. Some of them you know about. The followers, the friends, the family members checking on you. But there's a whole other category of observers you're not consciously aware of. People from parallel timelines, beings from other dimensions, even future versions of humans who are studying your transformation as a historical moment of significance. The bugs are overflow valves for all this attention. Now you might be wondering why this is happening to you specifically. Why not someone else? Why not someone who actually wants fame and attention? Here's the first major revelation. You were selected for this precisely because you don't want it in the traditional sense. Your resistance to superficial attention is exactly what qualifies you to handle cosmic visibility. The universe doesn't choose attention seekers for these roles. It chooses reluctant leaders who understand the weight of true influence. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That mixture of destiny and dread, like you're approaching something massive, but you can't quite see what it is yet. Your body knows something your mind doesn't. It's been preparing on cellular levels, reorganizing your nervous system, upgrading your energy centers, expanding your capacity to hold consciousness. Those random hot flashes, the sudden exhaustion, the nights when sleep won't come. Your physical vessel is literally being reconstructed to handle frequencies that didn't exist on Earth until recently. But let's talk about what's really happening with those people from your past, because this is where the story gets interesting. Remember that person who told you you'd never make it? That authority figure who dismissed your dreams? That group that excluded you? They're all watching now. And here's the cosmic joke. Their doubt about you created an energetic rubber band that's now snapping back with tremendous force, propelling you forward faster than encouragement ever could have. See, when someone strongly disbelieves in your potential, they create what we call a possibility void. A space in the quantum field where your light has been artificially suppressed. But voids in consciousness don't stay empty. They create suction, pulling in exactly what was being denied. So every person who ever said no to you actually created a massive yes in the cosmic field. Their resistance became your rocket fuel, though neither of you understood this at the time. Right now, these past observers are experiencing something we call recognition shock. They're seeing you become something they said was impossible, and their worldview is literally cracking. Some of them are consciously watching your social media, checking on your progress, talking about you to others. But even the ones who aren't consciously tracking you are feeling you energetically. Their higher selves are very aware that they played a role in your story, and now they're witnessing the plot twist. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. Every time they think about you, or mention your name, even if it's with skepticism or criticism, they're actually amplifying your signal. They think they're discussing who you used to be, but what they're really doing is creating energetic pathways through which your influence can flow. They've become distribution nodes for your frequency without even knowing it. The very people who tried to dim your light are now inadvertently helping it spread. You need to understand something crucial about what's happening to you. You're currently experiencing only about 10 to 15% of the visibility you're destined to hold. I know that might feel overwhelming because what you're experiencing already feels like a lot, but we're training you gradually, like an athlete preparing for the Olympics. You don't start by running marathons. You start by building stamina, strengthening muscles, developing technique. That's exactly what's happening to you energetically right now. The cosmic training protocol has specific phases, and you're currently in what we call pressure testing. We're deliberately allowing certain challenging energies to reach your field projections, judgments, misunderstandings, even envy, to see how you transform them. Can you turn criticism into compassion? Can you alchemize envy into empowerment? These aren't just spiritual concepts. These are actual energetic skills that will become essential when you're holding space for thousands or even millions of consciousness streams simultaneously. Some of you have social media followings that are growing in unexpected ways. Others are finding that your words carry more weight, that people remember what you say, that your presence changes entire rooms without you doing anything specific. This is because you're emanating what we call a reality field, a localized space where higher dimensional frequencies can anchor. You're literally creating pockets of fifth-dimensional consciousness wherever you go, and people feel this even if they can't articulate it. But there's something else happening that I haven't told you yet. Those bugs aren't just representing human consciousness. As your frequency rises, you're becoming visible to beings across multiple dimensions. The knights might be human thought forms, but some of those other insects, they're markers from interdimensional observers, galactic consciousness who are invested in humanity's evolution. They're not interfering, they're witnessing, studying how a human nervous system adapts to cosmic levels of awareness. You're essentially a living experiment in consciousness expansion. This is why you've been having those dreams. The ones where you're in front of massive crowds or flying over cities or standing in councils with beings you can't quite remember when you wake up. Your consciousness is attending training sessions while your body sleeps. You're learning protocols, receiving upgrades, practicing for scenarios your waking mind isn't ready to process yet. The exhaustion you feel isn't just from your daily life. It's from the intensive work you're doing in other dimensions. Here's something that might disturb you initially but will ultimately liberate you. Privacy as you've known it is ending for you. Once you reach certain levels of luminosity, you become permanently visible in the quantum field. This doesn't mean people are watching you shower. It means your energetic signature becomes a constant broadcast that never turns off. Learning to be authentic in every moment becomes not just spiritual practice, but actual survival necessity. You can't maintain false personas when you're broadcasting across dimensions. If this message is activating something deep in your cellular memory, if you're feeling that mix of recognition and resistance, hype this video right now so other starseeds going through the same training can find this transmission. You're not alone in this. Even though the process can feel incredibly isolating, there are others walking this exact path, feeling these exact symptoms, wondering if they're going crazy or becoming something extraordinary. The answer is, you're becoming something extraordinary. The strangers who stare at you in public. Let's decode what's actually happening there. They're not seeing your physical form the way others do. Their perception is accidentally slipping into higher dimensions where your light body is visible. They see your potential futures, your soul's magnitude, the massive energy field you're learning to embody. Their conscious mind can't process this information, which is why they look confused, disturbed, or even sometimes afraid. You're triggering their own awakening just by existing in their visual field. Now here's a revelation that changes everything. This visibility you're stepping into isn't actually new for your soul. You've done this before in other star systems, on other planets, in other dimensions. Earth is just particularly challenging because of its density and the veils of forgetfulness here. But your soul knows how to do this. That's why sometimes you feel that ancient knowing, that sense of I've been through this before. You have. You're just remembering how to do it in a human body. The financial abundance many of you have been calling in, it's directly connected to this visibility training. Money crystallizes attention, and as you learn to hold more consciousness, you naturally magnetize more resources. But here's the key. These resources aren't for personal accumulation. They're tools for your mission. The universe is essentially giving you equipment for the work ahead. Those intuitive hits about big projects, platforms, or ventures, those aren't fantasies. Those are preview glimpses of what you'll build once you integrate this visibility. You know what's particularly fascinating? The way your past critics and doubters are serving your mission goes even deeper than just amplifying your signal. They're actually healing collective wounds through their observation of your transformation. Every time someone who dismissed you has to acknowledge your growth, it heals a piece of humanity's collective unworthiness. You're not just transforming yourself, you're creating a template for others to recognize their own dismissed potential. Some of you have been experiencing what feels like performance anxiety even when you're alone. You'll be in your apartment, completely solitary, and suddenly feel like you're on stage. This isn't imagination. This is your consciousness adjusting to its true nature as a multi-dimensional broadcast system. You're always transmitting, whether you realize it or not. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions ripple out across the quantum field, reaching beings you'll never meet in physical form. The electrical interference you've been experiencing, lights flickering, devices glitching, batteries draining unusually fast. This is your amplified field interacting with electromagnetic systems. As your frequency rises, you become increasingly incompatible with certain technologies, while becoming more compatible with others. Some of you will find that specific devices work better in your presence, while others consistently malfunction. This is your field teaching you about energy management and conscious interaction with electromagnetic frequencies. Let me tell you something about the nature of cosmic fame that will shift your entire perspective. Unlike human celebrity, which is often about image and projection, cosmic visibility is about becoming a pure channel for source consciousness. The more visible you become, the less it's about you as an individual, and the more it's about what can flow through you. This is why ego dissolution is part of the training. You're learning to be simultaneously nobody and everybody, nothing and everything. Those moments when you feel like you're losing yourself, when you can't quite remember who you were before all this started, that's not a crisis, that's integration. You're expanding beyond your previous identity containers, and the old sense of self has to dissolve for the new one to emerge. It's like a butterfly trying to remember being a caterpillar. The memory exists, but it feels like it belongs to someone else because you've transformed so fundamentally at the cellular level. The synchronicities have been increasing, haven't they? Numbers appearing everywhere, perfect timing that seems impossible, messages coming through multiple sources simultaneously. These aren't just confirmations, they're your cosmic support team, literally rearranging reality to support your mission. Every synchronicity is a breadcrumb on the path, showing you that you're exactly where you need to be, experiencing exactly what you need to experience for the next phase of your expansion. Here's what's going to happen next, and I want you to prepare for this. The bugs will start to disappear as you integrate this current level of visibility, but new symptoms will emerge. You might experience high-pitched frequencies in your ears, pressure in your crown, spontaneous emotional releases, or sudden downloads of complex information. These are all normal parts of the protocol. Your physical vessel is being upgraded to handle frequencies that human bodies weren't originally designed for. You're becoming a hybrid, part human, part cosmic antenna. The relationships in your life have been reshuffling dramatically, haven't they? People leaving suddenly, others appearing out of nowhere, connections deepening or dissolving at accelerated rates. This isn't random chaos, it's precision orchestration. Your amplified frequency is creating a natural sorting system. Those who resonate with your mission are being magnetized closer, while those whose journey lies elsewhere are being lovingly released. Don't resist these changes. They're saving you years of misaligned connections. Some of you have been receiving downloads about massive projects, revolutionary ideas, or systems that could change entire industries. These aren't delusions of grandeur. These are actual assignments being downloaded from your higher self and cosmic councils. The reason they feel too big for you right now is because they're calibrated for the version of you that you're becoming, not the version you currently are. Hold these visions loosely but seriously. They're prophecies of your own becoming. The cosmic councils that oversee this type of transformation have been monitoring your progress, and here's what they want you to know. You're doing better than you think you are. The discomfort you're experiencing isn't a sign of failure. It's evidence of rapid evolution. Most souls take lifetimes to develop the capacities you're developing in months. This accelerated timeline is necessary because humanity needs its lighthouses operational now, not in some distant future. The world is shifting, and you're being prepared to help navigate that shift. You want to know why you specifically were chosen for this level of visibility and influence? It's not because you're perfect or special in the way humans usually think of specialness. It's because your soul has a specific frequency signature that serves as a tuning fork for collective awakening. When you vibrate at your authentic frequency, you create resonance patterns that activate dormant DNA in others. You're essentially a walking activation code for human evolution. That's why people respond to you so strongly, either with attraction or resistance. The exhaustion you've been feeling requires a deeper understanding. You're not just tired from your human activities, you're tired from the massive energy work you're doing on multiple dimensions simultaneously. While your conscious mind is focused on daily tasks, other aspects of your consciousness are attending galactic councils, downloading blueprints, and practicing with the infrastructure of your upcoming influence. This is why rest becomes non-negotiable. You're literally rebuilding your entire energetic architecture while trying to maintain a human life. Let's address something crucial: the fear that comes up around being seen at this level. Part of you knows that once you fully step into this visibility, there's no going back to being anonymous. This fear is actually healthy. It's your ego's way of making sure you're ready for the responsibility. Because cosmic visibility isn't just about being seen, it's about being responsible for what others see in you, what they project onto you, and how your existence affects their reality. But here's the secret. You don't have to be perfect to be visible. In fact, your imperfections, your struggles, your human challenges are part of what makes you a powerful lighthouse. People don't need to see perfection. They need to see transformation. They need to see someone who struggles but doesn't give up, who falls but gets back up, who feels fear but chooses love anyway. Your humanity is not a weakness in this cosmic role. It's your greatest strength. The timeline you're on is accelerating, and things are about to speed up even more. The next few months will bring opportunities that seem to come out of nowhere, connections that feel divinely orchestrated, and challenges that push you to embody even more of your multidimensional self. Remember that every challenge is actually an initiation. Every obstacle is actually an opportunity for demonstration of your true power. The universe doesn't give you anything you can't handle. It just sometimes gives you things you don't think you can handle. Those people from your past who are watching, some of them are going to reach out soon. They'll want to reconnect, to understand what's happened to you, to possibly even apologize for their previous judgments. How you handle these reconnections will be part of your training and conscious relationship with the collective. You'll learn to hold space for their evolution without getting pulled back into old dynamics. You'll learn to be gracious without being a doormat, forgiving without forgetting the lessons learned. The visibility you're stepping into requires a new level of energetic hygiene. Just as you shower to clean your physical body, you'll need to develop practices to clear your energy field. The protective bubble of light isn't just a nice visualization. It's going to become as essential as breathing. You're learning to be permeable to love and inspiration while being impermeable to projection and manipulation. This discernment will become one of your greatest tools as your influence expands exponentially in the coming cycle. Here's something that will help you navigate this. The discomfort is temporary, but the capacity you're building is eternal. Once you learn to hold this level of consciousness, it becomes part of your soul's permanent skill set. You're not just training for this one Earth mission. You're developing capabilities that will serve you throughout your eternal journey as consciousness. This perspective can help you embrace the temporary discomfort, knowing it's creating permanent expansion that transcends this single incarnation. The cosmic celebrity you're becoming has nothing to do with ego gratification and everything to do with service to collective evolution. You're learning to be seen not for personal glory, but so others can remember their own light. Every time someone witnesses your transformation, it activates something in their own soul memory. You're becoming a permission slip for others to embrace their own bigness, their own light, their own cosmic significance. This is the true purpose of visibility, not to be above others, but to remind them of their own divine nature. Some of you have been wondering if you're making this all up, if maybe you're just having delusions of grandeur. Let me be clear. The fact that you question it is actually confirmation that it's real. Those who are delusional don't question their delusions. The humility you bring to this process, the constant checking in with yourself about ego versus service, this is what qualifies you for this level of influence. The universe chooses reluctant leaders because they understand the weight of power and use it responsibly. What you need to understand about the next phase is that it will require you to make choices that don't make sense to your logical mind. You'll be guided to say no to opportunities that look perfect on paper and yes to things that seem impossible. Your intuition will become your primary navigation system, and learning to trust it completely will be essential. The Cosmic Training Protocol includes tests designed to strengthen your trust in your inner knowing above all external validation or logic. The bugs are starting to carry a different energy now, aren't they? As you've been receiving this transmission, understanding what they really represent, they've shifted from being irritating to being almost comical. That's the power of cosmic perspective. When you understand what's really happening, what seemed like persecution becomes preparation. What feels like attack becomes actually an invitation to expand. The universe has a sense of humor, and once you get the joke, the whole experience transforms from suffering to cosmic comedy. We're approaching the completion of this transmission, and I want you to feel how different the energy is now compared to when we started. Those bugs you were worried about? Now you understand. They're just evidence of your expanding influence. Those people from your past who are watching, now you know they're unwitting allies in your expansion. That discomfort you've been feeling, now you recognize it as the growing pains of becoming who you were always meant to be. Everything has been perfectly orchestrated for your becoming. The protection I invoked at the beginning of this transmission, it's been building around you this entire time. With each revelation, with each understanding, your field has been strengthening, clarifying, becoming more coherent. You're not the same person who started listening to this message. You've received upgrades, activations, and rememberings that will continue unfolding for days and weeks to come. The Cosmic Training Protocol isn't something happening to you. It's something happening through you, with your soul's full permission and participation. Here's what I need you to remember as you move forward. You're not alone in this process. There are thousands of souls going through this exact training right now, all preparing to be lighthouses during humanity's great transition. When you see those bugs now, remember they're evidence of your light. When strangers stare, remember they're seeing your multidimensional self. When you feel overwhelmed by the attention, remember you're being trained to handle so much more, and every uncomfortable moment is making you stronger. The final piece of this transmission is the most important. This visibility isn't about you becoming special or separate from others. It's about you demonstrating what's possible for every human soul. You're not ascending above humanity. You're showing humanity how to ascend. Your visibility is a gift to collective consciousness, a beacon for those still finding their way, living proof that transformation isn't just possible but inevitable for those who choose it. You're becoming the evidence that others need to believe in their own transformation. If you need help becoming visible as living proof of what's possible for every human soul, not to be special or separate, but to demonstrate transformation for all, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to embody this beacon consistently. You're not ascending above humanity. You're showing humanity how to ascend. We've taken declassified consciousness technology originally designed to program separation and transformed it into a tool for collective awakening. Destiny Engine generates personalized sequences that help you become the evidence others need to believe in their own transformation, making your visibility a gift to collective consciousness, a beacon for those still finding their way. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to stabilize as living proof that transformation isn't just possible but inevitable for those who choose it. Your visibility serves the whole. Become the demonstration now. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial before this embodiment window closes. Link in the description. As I complete this transmission, feel how the energy has come full circle. We began with bugs and discomfort, with the unsettling feeling of being watched. Now you understand. These aren't problems to be solved, but symptoms of your cosmic promotion. The very things that were disturbing you are actually evidence of your success. The Cosmic Training Protocol is working perfectly, and you're exactly where you need to be. The bugs will settle, the observers will integrate, and you'll stand revealed as the lighthouse you came here to be. Dear Starseeds, what felt like surveillance was actually a celebration. What seemed like invasion was actually initiation. What appeared as discomfort was actually the universe saying, "You're ready. It's time. Step into the fullness of who you are." The Cosmic Training Protocol will continue, but now you understand what's happening. Now you can work with it instead of against it. Now you can embrace the visibility instead of resisting it. The universe has been preparing you for something magnificent, and that preparation is nearly complete. I am Seraphine, and this transmission is sealed with love, We're watching you not as surveillance, but as a proud cosmic family witnessing your becoming. The Federation celebrates every step you take toward fuller embodiment of your light. You're doing better than you know, growing faster than you realize, and becoming something more beautiful than you can currently imagine. The bugs were just the beginning. Wait until you see what comes next. We love you, we see you, and we're eternally grateful for your courage to be seen.